As a kid, we all wanted to own a bunker. Well, in today's video, I'm going to be building an underground bunker in Bloxburg. We've all seen those doomsday bunkers, you know, those cool little underground hideaways. But mine is going to be luxurious because I live a luxurious life. So we'll name it Bunkin' Bunker. Okay, guys, the section we're going to need to go in to start off our bunker is hatches. I've never been in here in my whole life.
Where am I? Where am I?
They added these so long ago. I'm literally so late to the hatch party. But it looks like we have flat hatches, big hatches, and then a small hidden floor hatch. I think we have to use the biggest one, right? Now, the thing is, I want my bunker to be 2 stories. But if we put it here, as you can see, it can only be 1. So we're going to do a little terraforming and make ourselves a little mountain. It doesn't have to be anything special because the mountain itself is not the build. But it's just going to give us a little bit of extra space. And right now, this don't look like a very realistic mountain, guys. If I saw this, I would think, what is that?
What is that?
To make it more realistic, add like little kind of indents on the side, a little like this, and we can just scatter that around. Now I'm just adding in the floor, and this is probably going to be where the entrance goes, just before we go into the 2-floor bit. And guys, if I sound like I'm about to burst into tears while I'm filming this, it is because I had some very sad news. My beloved cat died. Yes, it's very, very sad. I'm very sad about it, but I thought I've still got to get a video out for you guys, but I just thought I'd mention her, you know. But on a lighter note, I'm just adding in the grass now. And the side of our mountain is going to be kind of like slate, kind of like Minecraft vibe. And the top is going to be lush grass. What did I say about this being luxury, guys? And I thought this was going to look so good with these bits on the side. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It just looks a little random, to be honest. Then we're going to grab these stairs. I think we should use the attitude stairs. We're adding attitude to my mountain house.
Another day, another sleigh. Period.
And then I'm going to go into pools, and we're going to grab a shallow pool, which is technically going to be our little pond. I don't know why I'm spending so much effort on the exterior. There is legit no need. But y'all know me, love to make an effort. So I've added some grass. We're making it tropical over here. And then we'll just have some fences going into the mountain. Wait a second. Why does this exterior look so good? I wasn't really even planning to do one. So anyway, let's get started on the actual bunker side of things. We're adding this grass in, and we'll make it look normal up here. But for first of all sake, we've got to have our trapdoor, and this is so cool. Wait, what? You can just make this fly anywhere. This is a new Harry Potter, guys. And as I said, we've got to make it look as normal as possible. So that's just adding trees, really. And I'm kind of channeling that meme on TikTok, which is like, he was a fairy.
She was a fairy.
And I'm going to add some fairy string lights. And then literally the most random assortment of things I could actually find. This, guys, is so good. I could just end the video here. Thanks for watching, guys. No, I'm joking. This video was not try and build a mountain. It is build an underground bunker. We've got to kind of note exactly where this bunker goes down. Probably should check this. Let's open it up. Oh, this looks like where you throw dead bodies down. I mean, it looks good. And this, guys, is where we can start to get into the actual basement bunker vibe. So as we were already aware, this here is going to be like kind of the 2-story room. How is there water down here? I did not place that, guys. What? Why is it like a flood? We've been flooded. As I was saying, we're going to definitely need a couple of temporary lights down here because it just gets so dark. And we don't have to end the bunker just where the 2-story bit ends. And what's going on over here? Like hieroglyphics engraved into the roof. I don't know what that is. When you think of bunker, or when I think of it anyway, I'm sure you guys feel the same. You think of maybe like a diamond tiles, real industrial kind of looks. However, I'm going to make mine logs instead. Don't get me wrong. We're still going to have one metal wall, I think, over on this wall. And we're even going to have just some smooth white walls. And just like that, we've got the outline of our bunker. So I feel like people wouldn't appreciate just being thrown down the bunker. Like,
Fallen.
so we should probably add some ladders, or should we add stairs? And also, I forget you can color this as well. We need to make this like an aesthetic color scheme. I don't want to be one of those people who like finds a texture and then becomes obsessed with it. So we're going to make the tiles marble on the stairs. I'm going to use some Victor's candles on the wall. So as for the wall trim, we're going to use the crown wall trim. Perhaps something like this. That is grand. It's nice. It's different. It's unusual. And if you think the wall trims are done, well, they almost are, but we still have to add in our structural beams. So this one can literally just be placed in. And wait, they can all be placed in. What? I didn't know you could just plop it on like no one's biz. Because it's a bunker and it is luxury, this little shallow bit over here should be for a pool. What better than an underground pool? You don't want to be bored in your bunker. It's going to have a waterfall. And I'm still trying to get my creative juices running today, guys. Despite everything that's happened, I'm still trying to keep my creative thoughts coming. And that water's looking very mucky and murky. We won't want that. So we'll make it all bright blue. How do you go underwater when you're already in the basement? Do you have to like fly? Oh my gosh, building hack, guys. Go into fly mode and you can place lights in the basement. Oh, and have I already spent 200k? I had 1.2 million at the start of this. What's gone on there? We'll have the stairs this side because it makes sense. We don't want to waste too much room. And what are we thinking about windows? In a real bunker, you're not going to have windows realistically, are you? I'm thinking we should have arch indents. We can kind of just have like these little ingrains. And if we get rid of the lights, it gets rather dark. So I think we're going to have to use some LED string lights. And do you know what this is kind of reminding me of, guys? I don't know how many of you would have watched this, but who has watched American Horror Story? And who remembers the apocalypse season of that show? Doesn't this kind of look like that bunker they were all living in? And so we'll have our little seats going on here. I quite like that. And then I'm going to do one of the oldest tricks in the book, using firewood as towels. Now, last time I did this, you guys called me a genius. So maybe it's smarter than I thought. But doesn't this wood look like a bunch of towels rolled up? The whole point of a bunker is to stock up on these types of things. Like over here somewhere, we're going to have a massive pantry filled to the brim.
I'm just so happy. You guys, this is amazing.
So I added some LEDs up there, and just before we go into anything else, I'm debating where we should put the second story. I'm thinking maybe it should wrap around here. All we need to have up here is a couple of bedrooms. Maybe even we could do bunk beds because it is a bunker after all. And yeah, I don't think that looks too bad or sticky outy. I might end up using these stairs again. I don't know why. So we'll add glass to make it a little bit safer up there because the whole point of a bunker is to be safe after all. I'm thinking next up, we should have the rest of the floor. I was going to say we should have checkers, but I think we should only have checkers in the kitchen. I quite like when floors kind of change in houses. Bloxburg actually finally, thank heavens, added the ability to place things upon carpets. So if we were to place these carpets here, you see what I mean? How cool does it look having like different floor? It kind of looks like a tapestry. So we're going to go into modern kitchen islands and stuff. Technically, the kitchen doesn't start over here. It starts here. And I don't really know what to put in this block. It feels really out of place, so I may add a bookcase. We'll make it fit. We'll make it fit. And we should also have some books in here. We've got to educate and inform, guys. And most of them are white, but we've got just that one linen one in the pack. This is actually such a good idea because who knows? Have you guys been seeing on TikTok about that solar storm?
A solar storm is hitting Earth today and it's going to cause GPS and radio disruptions.
I don't want to say anything about it. I'm not one to like conspiracize or scare people, but it does look kind of wild if it did happen. Basically, what TikTok is saying, and by the way, TikTok is the most unreliable information source ever, but it's saying that apparently maybe there'll be a solar storm, but the thing is it would wipe out all of our internet for like months, they're saying. So guys, imagine how addicted the world is to internet right now. Everything runs on internet. Imagine if there was a solar storm, like what would we actually do? I wouldn't be able to make videos anymore. Also, like how would anyone have any money because all the banking is online now? Like what would happen? I reckon the world would just go insane, to be honest. So I might like go for a dark green color. I'm going to put in some paintings. And actually, I'm going to put it outside because I can't be bothered to change it all the way in there. As you can see, I've got these gorgeous marble tiles, guys. And combined with these, I think I'm going to have some pots and pans. And then we can use LEDs as our light source over here. Because after all, I did say luxury, but what I think I really meant is futuristic. And we'll even put some sneaky lights out the side here. Again, I want to keep up the spirits, keep up the atmos in this gorgeous place. So I'll add in the appliances and we can't forget to add our massive store. I think it's going to go along this wall. We'll also have picnic baskets filled with what they call the non-perishables. So non-perishables are things like flour, beans, I think. Basically things that can't go out of date really quickly. Going to be no eggs for us down here unless we have like a chicken coop. So even the prettiest bunker on the side of it is going to have a bunch of these stacked food trays. If you actually search up groceries, that we have this section in Bloxburg. So cereal, this is going to be a key one. I personally hate cereal, but what I hate even more is cereal without milk. This might spark controversy, guys, but down here, you're not going to have a choice because as I said, you're not going to be able to store milk for more than 2 weeks. And I was going to add those beans, but I didn't realize Bloxburg doesn't even have them in the catalogue. So we'll be good for a couple of months now, I reckon. Anyway, we'll add our nice bright coloured blue chairs. And for once, guys, I'm not going to put a bunch of plates in the middle. And over here is really going to be the comfort zone. We're not going to have a TV because, as I said, the electricity will probably be absolutely eradicated from planet Earth if you ever had to live in a bunker. So instead, it's going to be more of what I like to call a community area where the whole family or the group of people who have been summoned into the bunker can kind of relax. In my last video, I did a really cool building hack. Not trying to toot my own horn, but it's an epic building hack, guys. On top of the sphere, you add a cylinder. You can then flatten that, put that over here. Then we'll have some magazines to read because we all have a guilty pleasure. We all have a guilty pleasure of reading or watching reality TV. So we'll add that down here. And I am going to add a phone, guys, just in case for some miracle it's working. We're going to need to be able to contact the other bunkers and the other HQs. You guys might be saying, Reese's, this is a little small. I mean, even the most luxury bunkers, when I was researching this video earlier, look at the size of them. They're not that big. They're big for a bunker, but in the grand scheme of things, like, you're not fitting more than a few people. I also feel as if we should have some pictures on the wall to remind us of the outside world. I think, to be honest, I have been going a little quickly, obviously because of what I said earlier. Not in the best mindset to film right now, but I'm still trying to make a big effort. We're gonna have to get the suspended orb one. What a beautiful view this is.
I like the view.
But let's go upstairs. So we cannot forget our showering system. I think that should even be at the end. And I think we can also use some of these towels as well, guys. The one thing that will get a little bit of privacy is the actual toilet, because this is pretty self-explanatory. I don't really want people watching me while I'm having a dump. And look at how much toilet paper I'm about to stack here, guys. There is no way you're running out of this. And the sink is going to be actually on this side, just to switch things up a little. And then we'll have a mirror, because imagine you didn't have a mirror down here, guys. You would forget what you look like. And then just next to the stinky bog, we're going to have the bunk beds all lined up one by one. All that's left up here, the one thing we have not forgotten, but not added yet, is the closet. We're going to have a good supply of clothes. And if you're down here, then at least you can have like a fashion show with your siblings. And if all else fails, use these lights. I'm sorry, they could literally light up the moon. I'm so happy with this. So I'll change the pictures and then let's go look around. Okay, chickens. So here we are on the top of my mountain. I feel so powerful just stood up here, but look how small I am. In total, 241,000 for a bunker. How you do it is, this would probably be in some sort of fairy magical forest. You'd come up here and no one would suspect this, guys. This doesn't look obvious at all. Yeah, I don't know why the pillars are glitching like that. Anyway, let's open up the bunker. You'd go down and you've got to make sure, shut the roof on top. Oh my gosh, that's such a cool animation. So you'd go down the stairs and of course it's got to be very deep down. So almost instantly we get an overview of almost everything that this bunker has to offer. So I probably should have added like some iron bars here or something, you know? What if someone tried to break into the bunker? Good morning, it's time for work. I ain't going to work. Did you not see there's an apocalypse outside? So the first room we built is the pool room, and I ended up just putting some gorgeous paintings here. And I don't know what this is. Like, who is this bald? Like, it looks like a man. Like, over here is the beautiful pool room. Honestly, pools are hours of fun. If you guys go on holiday, honestly, the main attraction of holiday is swimming. Over here is the kitchen. Probably the most important part of survival is having food. As humans, we need warmth, food, I think love. That is so cute, and hygiene to survive. So, oh, and sleep, obviously, and social. We need lots of things, but one of them is food. We have our cookbooks from Mary Berry and Gordon Ramsay. We have all of our stock here. So this is one of the best kitchens I've ever built, and I just love the island bench as well. As we've seen, we've got all of our supplies, which it's a bit annoying that they have to come into the lounge room, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. That's how it would be. I feel like this would be where you'd be sat most of the time. Now, I've just realized there's not much privacy in this bunker. Like, you'll probably be down here with your family anyway. If we head upstairs on the second floor of our bunker, first of all, let's appreciate the views. It's a blimmin' stunning view. This is the closet. This probably would be where you store your backup clothes. You might bring clothes with you, but if you're in a rush, then you should probably already have some down here. Here is our desk where we can research what's happening. Help me, what's going on in the world? And of course, where we can get our sleep. Last but not least, guys, we can shower in one of our luxury showers. So there we have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching me build this glorious bunker. Do subscribe if you had a nice time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.